What's kicking YouTube? I'm Frosty, and welcome back to another stream. Guys, it has been way too long since we did this. Also, I have a new mic, so I gotta make sure all the settings are good there. I'm definitely gonna make some edits later. I'm gonna listen to some playback, and all that fun stuff. But hey, we're back at it. I had a really good break. I got some time to reset, some time to rest. A little bit of time to get some work done, but honestly, I was pretty distracted all break, so I did not get too much work done. But hey, we're back at it. I am looking forward to some Disco Elysium. Let's continue chipping away at this game and see where it takes us, you know. But before we start up the stream, I'm gonna read a Bible verse. I also need to announce the stream in the Discord. I'm always forgetting one thing or another, but we are starting to get on top of things. Let me know if this mic sounds any better than the mic I was using before. Still figuring things out. I'm still trying to figure out placement too, because this seems to be the best based on my desk and like the space I have. But I don't know. Yeah. There's not, so the clamp is kind of small, the default clamp that comes with this microphone. I could do this now, by the way. And then I can also mute, so that you can't hear me. But yeah, fun stuff. My brother sent me this mic, so it's pretty cool. I'm just opening YouTube Studio and I'm announcing the stream in Discord, and then we'll get right to it. Let's see. Live, get shareable link. Okay, now we can close this and then open that. Okay, I don't know if Sean's going to be able to join us today. That's something I could look into. But before I go ahead and ask him if he'll have time, his car's not in the driveway right now, so I don't think he's here at the moment. But that being said, the verse for today, so I actually started reading Lamentations last night. I was looking for some darker Bible verses, so to speak, some sadder things. And one thing that I found really intriguing by Lamentations overall is at the end of each chapter, it goes into positives, right? So, and I don't know if this is true for the rest of the book. I only got to Lamentations 3 or 4. But the verse today is going to be Lamentations chapter 3. Verse 31 is where I'll start. So, I don't know the deep theological meanings of these readings. So, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, either in the comments or in the live comments now, the live chat now. But as far as I understand, Lamentations is a book, at least the first couple of chapters are the city of, I think it's Judah, the Lord has destroyed without pity. So the strongholds of the daughter of Judah, all habitations of Jacob. So I don't know what these names mean, who they are, and I'm going to actually look into that before tomorrow's stream. So I'm going to look into these names, what they mean. But as far as I understand, it's really dark. It starts off, like, for example, Lamentations chapter 3, verse 1 starts off, "I'm the man who has seen affliction under the rod of his wrath. He has driven and brought me into darkness without any light. Surely against me he turns his hand again and again the whole day long." So it's really like whatever the Bible's talking about at this point, whether it be a person or a place, I think it's about a place, or it's about like the era, the generation, the time, is in a dark spot. And a lot of the people have turned to sin. They're glorifying and they're living in their sin. And God is seemingly punishing this person or this place, this era. And it could also just be symbolic for the way or the nature of God himself. So when you live in sin and you don't repent of it and you lean into the world, so it's the easy path, so to speak, right? because we know life is a walk, and the easy path is usually not the right path. So the right path is hard. There are challenges. You have to challenge yourself. You have to grow. And so anyway, I'll go ahead and read the verse for today. So I really like this one. Lamentations chapter 3 started off with the man who's afflicted, and then I'll actually start verse 28. So he says, "Let him sit alone in silence when it is laid on him. Let him put his and laid on him, meaning the yoke of his youth. It's good for a man that he bear the yoke in his youth." The yoke is, I actually don't perfectly know what the yoke is, but I think it's God and his discipline guiding you to the right path, or through the right path, which is the difficult one. So anyways, let him sit alone in silence when the yoke is laid on him. Let him put his mouth in the dust. There may yet be hope. Let him give his cheek to the one who strikes. Let him be filled with insults. So it's showing how you should handle these afflictions and this pain and this challenge. And it starts off with sit alone in silence when the yoke's laid on you. So when you're going through a challenge or an obstacle and you're seeking God's advice, sit alone in silence. Meditate on these things. Fast, that you may better understand them and you don't react in the moment. And I think this applies to me personally for sure. A lot of times in the moment, I'll respond with anger or frustration because I'm emotionally heated. Like I don't know how to handle some things, right? So usually my initial action is the wrong action. So sit and think on them. And then let him put his mouth in the dust. There may yet be hope. I don't understand this one. Maybe it's control the things you say. Maybe it's return to where you came, right? Because man was made of the earth, so, or of the mud, right? So maybe go back to your roots, go back to theological teachings, look at the Bible, look at what God says morally. And this is the verse I wanted to read today. So it's Lamentations chapter 3, verse 31. "For the Lord will not cast off forever. For though he cause grief, he will have compassion according to the abundance of his steadfast love. For he does not afflict from his heart or grieve the children of men." This is just a very hopeful passage here. I got to edit the text for today because it's not right. So, let's see. And then it's 31 through I read to 33. So yeah, it's just this verse, or this chapter in particular, is, you know, every once in a while it gets to a dark place, right? I'm really, like, I get to this place where I'm wanting to be sad and alone, right? I don't know if anyone else gets things like this, but I want to just be depressed and sit in my room and wallow in my depression. And so I decided to look up what chapters of the Bible talk about, you know, this angst, this depression, this anxiety, and maybe this personality that wants to lean into it, right? That wants to feed into it. So I'm reading about this, and the Bible tells you how to handle your grief and your challenges and your obstacles in the yoke. And he supports it by saying the Lord will not cast off forever. For though he cause grief, he will have compassion according to the abundance of his steadfast love. For he does not afflict from his heart or grieve the children of men. Anyways, that's the verse for today. I had a lot of words there, but that's what I've been going through. So we'll open this and we'll move that over. Cool. Back into Disco Elysium, baby. It's been a while since I opened this game, so I have no clue what happened. I think on day 2. I'm now online, connect with friends. What? It's weird. I've never seen that before. I've got fruit snack gummies today. This is dinner at the moment. Sorry if my chair's really squeaky. I don't know. I need to edit my mic so I don't, like, the gain needs to come down a bit. Alright, we will continue. Mute desktop audio. Game audio seems to be working just fine. Maybe audio properties Get the boost going up a bit. We'll add a filter for gain. How about that? And then we'll turn that up a bit. See if that's right. Let's see if we talk to this person. Can you hear?
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
It's a little bit loud, I think. Oh, and we also need to pause the music. Oh, no, we can have music playing. I just don't want the game music playing because I keep getting that copyright label on there, and that's no fun, is it? I'm going back to the filters and I'm editing game audio. So the gain needs to come back down a bit. We'll bring it at 13.
I'm listening.
That looks pretty good. I think that's fine. Actually, I had other questions. Let's leave. Okay, so the dice is not ready yet. I think we need to come back later in the night. So maybe towards the end of our night. We'll come back there. I think this is the way out. You know, one of the previous streams, I really complained about this game, and I'm like, this is not my game, like, I would never play this kind of thing. But the truth is, like, if I wasn't streaming this, and someone gifted me the game, or I got it for free, I would still try it out, and I would still play. And I'll bet, if I hadn't been streaming it, trying to think too hard about, you know, all of my decisions, I probably would have really enjoyed this game. So, I think the mindset I'm going to have going forward with this game is try to play it as if the camera's not on. Now, that's something I said I would do in general, but I really do need to work on it. And it's really easy to say I'm going to play a game as if the camera's not on, but I really want to dive into that. Like, I was watching Markiplier, and I just got inspired. Like, he probably doesn't enjoy every single game he plays, but he finds a way to make it fun regardless. So, we'll try to do that. Try to do a little bit of a better job at that. Oh, we have a lot of quests. We got a lot of quests, new quests today. So we got the dice from the dice maker. We'll have to do that later. Prove our authority to Titan. I think that's the next one we want to do. Establish authority in the Hardy Boy's eyes. Soften him up first. Maybe investigate the crime scene or the body. Look for a witness. Get help from the union boss. I don't know about a witness. We'll have to figure that one out. Also, I'm going to open something up real quick. Okay, cool. That should be good. Okay, let's look at our stats here. Superstar Cop going great. We have not fed into the Apocalypse Cop at all, which is fine. Maybe if I were to play this again, I would pick one of these and just try to do all the prompts that lead to it, just to see what different reactions we get. I'll probably never play this game again, though. We've got 5 communists, 3 boring cop, 1 fascist, 7 ultra-liberal, and 3 moralist. We're on pretty good terms with Kim. I think our goal would be to try to get this up a little bit more. And to continue to not think too hard about these political ones and just think how I would respond in person. Or if I was leaning into the detective's persona. I gotta figure that out. But it doesn't matter, it's a game. I think we gotta go to Kuno, figure out if we can win his favor and maybe buy these pants. This one I'm really interested by because we've seen all of these strange corridors and these doors and stuff. I really want to explore and see what this has to offer. There are strange doors in the whirling. No one knows where they lead. Find a way in and see what's hidden there in the hostile cafeteria's forgotten corners. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a door in the kitchen is what they were talking about. I don't know. Find a way in and see what's hidden in there. Yep. So that'll be a fun one to hopefully stumble upon or figure out. We gotta find the cryptozoologist. He's on the other side of the bridge, so we gotta fix the bridge, and I think that's a Wednesday task. So we can't do that until Wednesday. We'll do that in the tomorrow in-game. We gotta find an armor piece. I think that's also on the other side. Find the armored gloves, other side, and jam mystery. Someone's been using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients of drugs into Revachol. Joyce said there are 3 drivers at the intersection. Talk to them. One of them must know something about the drug trade. Interrogate the drivers about the smuggling. So, sorry. I think we tried to talk to the truck drivers, and I think we only found 2 of them. So I got really frustrated because I couldn't find the 3rd. And maybe with a fresh set of eyes, you know, a little bit of time away from the game, I'll be able to just stumble upon it and be like, what the heck? That was so much easier than I thought. So here's the second person we spoke to. And I think that was actually our first time forcing them into conversation. So there must be a 3rd truck driver. Let's try this again. I think this was just peering in.
A lorry stuck in.
Oh,
yeah. A lorry stuck. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorry man's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What about the back?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep. Large ashtray.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
He was acting tough before.
Okay, let's talk to this guy. They call it racist paraphernalia. Let's see if
Right
there's
to
anything more.
work! Right!
What's it to you? Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
The man has turned his attention elsewhere.
Yeah, he's pretty caught up in this. I don't know who the 3rd truck driver is. I'm not talking to him again. Well, we'll try. The racist guy. See if there's anything new today. I really don't want to talk to him at all. But
looking for something, Hunt?
you're a
Come to
lorry
tell me
man,
to
right?
fuck off again?
Wait. Why did you start to use a different accent? You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Yeah. As he takes a long drag of cigarette. Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
Okay.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight.
Here we go.
So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial economic sabotage.
To his point, I kind of do agree. Not with the racial sabotage, whatever he's talking about here, but I do agree we want to keep drugs off the streets. So, listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right?
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds.
Chungus face
Then-
over here. He actually has the shape of Chungus. The Bugs Bunny Chungus. Just throw some ears on here.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Oh, he's not biting. Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most other, I'm not going to try to sabotage that word, have left. Communists?
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
That's a weird way to put it.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Oh no, I'm going to Southern accent with it. I don't want that. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some Kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since you left, I haven't had
Maybe this was the
anyone to
third truck
talk
driver.
to.
Racist lorry driver, maybe. Bad for him, I guess.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Who's that? I think we know who that is. Cause
He's a Samaran
cool
guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the
Where do I
seals on
find
his
him?
human. Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right. One.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we need to pay Sealing a visit then.
Guess so.
We're done. Goodbye. Very happy to be done talking to him. And I think we're going to go down to who I believe Sealing is. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. No harm in trying. So I think it was this guy.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realized the name Sealang is embroidered over his breast pocket.
This is our guy.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles
some
hanging
WD-40
around
for
the
this chair.
stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Whether I'm cool is not important. I have police questions for you.
You're right, officer. 100%.
Persuade him
playing
to give
around
you some
then.
money. That's
Strictly
great.
business. Maybe I can
42%
interest you in
chance
some
to buy
premium
check, too.
menswear instead.
I wonder if I actually don't know. Okay, we'll come back. I want to check the inventory. Do I have anything that improves rhetoric? -1 rhetoric. Nope. Okay. Do I have anything doing minus rhetoric? Minus savoir-faire. Savoir-faire. Oh, we have a skill point. I don't know if I want to waste it for this one thing, though. Maybe we want to unlock one. So for this one... Oh, only an hour and 10 minutes. We could have this done by the end of the stream. Cold-blooded. Anti-object task force. I wonder what these actually do. Oh, this is the stupid, like, being able to punch the mailbox and stuff. I don't know if we need that one. Call de mama de quoi? Call de mama de quoi? 7 hours. I know this is probably not like an effective gameplay option, but I really am interested to see what this does. Gold de mama de quoi. We can always stop it if we need something else later.
Everything's
let's get
still
back to this
cool
guy.
here, officer.
Where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all...
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the
gummies.
Apricot Suzerainty,
But I'm hungry.
an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
But you're not a local, are you?
Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais, from the Seaguy province of the Serais Empire. The Apricot Suzerainty, you know?
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Yum, apricots are delicious.
The Apricot Suzerainty is what the Seaguy archipelago is commonly known as in Revachol. It's a bit of a fraud.
No, apricots come from Seaguy. My grandma used to grow them. But Seaguy is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws.
Less law.
Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur?
Poor underprivileged
I send half my profits back to my grandma in Seaguy.
Interesting. So that was not the right conversational path to win hit this guy's favor. Okay, what's your stance on
Drugs?
drugs?
I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs, unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
Ooh.
That's
good.
so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that. Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. Okay, maybe I'm a lorry
So
driver
he is a
too.
lorry driver too.
A little.
Okay.
But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole. With engine... No! That's insane. It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he's nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Tell me now.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please, don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up. It's a she, okay? The other drivers
took
call
the
her
nice
the
way.
lady
Took the nice
driver.
way.
You're better off staying away from her.
Buddies.
The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Make sure I don't get out of the little camera box that I made. It's a she.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't...
It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here
We would
with
have been
funky
above
sunglasses,
50%
detective.
if we hadn't
Both of you. You
asked him
deserve
where he's
it.
from.
Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the...
Very cool. I like your style, officer.
Yeah, that's what we, I guess, according to the game, should have done originally to win this guy's favor.
No need to dress this one up.
Oh, okay. But why? Ah, yes.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe?
Sorry, detective.
So we'll try again later. Yeah, so now we go up to the grandma and talk to her again. Because now we have sources claiming... Do we pick this up with our bag? I guess not. Gotta go all the way down. Get down in here.
Lowman,
Let's get to the bottom
you
of
caught
this.
me at an
You
opportune
lady
moment.
driver.
Did you just call me a lady, Sheriff?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
I was told of a woman driver. You're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Sheriff. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of.
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Why are you scared of the people who used to know you?
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
That is the female driver I was told of.
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other commoners sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
You said long haul. That's,
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just... In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
You feel very cold suddenly, as if standing face to face with a terrifying adversary. Then the feeling dissipates, and all you see is an aging woman. In the background, a quiet
all I
song
need to
seeps
know.
from her cabin
Thanks.
into the...
Oh, Sim.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like...
So where did that take us? Find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. Okay. Well, we'll go back to the fat racist. Maybe he's got an update for us.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
What's up? Where's the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
First you knew Sling didn't do it.
He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job.
Why are you
You should be
smirking?
thankful for... Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does? You?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere.
There's a loud
Some say
bang.
he even has them in the
Someone
RCM.
dropped a chair or something.
Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Half-light. We just spent a point. I don't have anything that does anything with half-light, pretty sure. -1 half-light. Well, guess we'll have to try. Maybe we just
Looking
lost
for
one,
something
so
odd?
maybe we
Come
have
to
a
tell
chance.
me to fuck...
Men like
Let's
this
go.
only respect two things: strength and fear. Time to turn up the volume.
Show me your lorry right now. The lady driver's lorry. Where is it?
Fuck you, I told you.
Oh, he's grabbing.
I'm not gonna...
We're grabbing him by the shirt.
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Whoa, I'm not gonna say this.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Where exactly is her lorry?
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Okay, now it looks like we can get into something. So this is a monument. We're looking for the green lorry. Is this it? Yep. This is it. This is the
This
one.
screen found, A to Z, contemporain, is parked in the shadow.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat. The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced.
Okay. How are we gonna get this open, Kim?
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside. I don't know how good it
idea.
is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
Pry bar in
What?
hand. You take a
There's a
hard
72%
swing through
chance.
a goddamn maggot. Drag your ass to the gym and do some reps right now. Another futile thunk.
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
He smashes it into the window. Droplets of glass fly
Dang,
everywhere,
bruh. We had a
shattering over the
72%
lorry
chance.
floor
I should
and
have, like,
pavement.
grabbed
You can just
something
reach
or-
in now.
Change my clothes. Oh. Nice.
It went better than I expected. Open it from the inside.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver.
This reminded me of those videos of guys showing like
But
how to
one
survive if your
beater
car
does
falls in
catch your
water
eye.
and how to
A
break
piece
out.
of sandpaper
A lot of
has
them
been
use these
glued
tools
to the
just
throttle.
shatter the window.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique? Yes?
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
I had a feeling that this person we were taking it to is going to be that last one involved with the crime scene. I didn't say it though, so nobody's going to believe me, but I had a feeling.
Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation? You're right. But we should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the
I
matter.
almost said that because
finished
there's
with
no
the lorry?
guarantee they're involved. I'd like to be personally inclined to believe that they are involved. The Hardy Boys, that is, with this whole drug side quest, side story thing. I'll bet they are involved, but we don't want to cut off the possibility that they aren't.
The movie stars are still... These are movie posters featuring starlets from... One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue. The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the... Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger... This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death. She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here, on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too. The actresses and the rear looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least. For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range, too. Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial.
The smell of 1,000 sick metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty. It's an issue of Periphérique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hang-up.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The pull-out toolbox slides back and you close the rusty old...
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce? All right, we're finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Ken?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station. Oh,
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching
Did we
for.
ever get our tie back?
the probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
As elegant as they are, I
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Yes, well,
Unimportant.
as elegant.
Don't be fooled. Desire always.
Yes, well,
Unimportant.
as elegant.
Don't be fooled. Desire.
I'm going to say no. Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition.
Good point.
We should return to the murder case.
Be a lot
See
to
what
dive
Joyce
into
tells
all
us
of
about
that,
the lynching.
Get all the proof.
When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later, when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
What do you think?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay. Debrief over.
Debrief over. After you.
Let's check our inventory. We got the tie. We did. We got the necktie. Okay. So now I think we just go back to Joyce. No, that's not the best way. Come on. Trying to make me go the long way. Silly game and its silly mechanics. Sir gotta be there. What do you want?
I, saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble? It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her? Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can. Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
Yeah, you too. Be safe.
If there's anything we can push back up to the department.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Not yet, but I was able to convince the database people to share private sector information. They promised to get back to me by tomorrow morning. Do you have any other questions? 57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering as you tap on the gauge.
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They are also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
It was worth trying it out. Okay, I think we go back to Joyce now. Then after that, we'll pick up our dice, and then I think we'll be calling it a day in game. We'll have to see. Let's run around the crowbar.
You're
Joyce
back. Good.
messed the app.
What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
All around you, rain keeps falling down. On the wooden boards she's standing on, and on
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water. Almost what I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like... Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? It doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official...
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
I've already heard about a connection between the lynching and a strike, but I need your testimony.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor. Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, they wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an...
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched. Last Sunday night. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
It will be all of them. The decision is already made.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's 2nd largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
As I said, a bloodbath. It doesn't have to be like this. Nameless, badgeless officer of the citizens' militia. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation. Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale
Let's go
civil
quiet,
war,
'cause I'm
with
reading
possible
all of
consequences for all of...
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page. There's not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, supramundi. Sadly, no. Before this happened, if you still have access to the...
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ACP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I would be dealing with a group like Crenel. I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us. Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it. The remaining contractors, their tribunal, it's what they believe. That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows...
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk. Maybe on narcotics, too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hand... That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
You meet her soon enough, you feel?
If you mean did I see him alive, yes. But I did not know him. Lely, his service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one. He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age. Or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once. They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his... The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
That would afford a good vantage point.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel. I hope I can answer it better. Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a
So she doesn't have
personal
complete
initiative.
control over it all.
It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a Triget not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century, over 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
That's kind of cool.
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it. Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semnes Islands, then this. Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the
The old world passing by, and the new.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Somewhere in an office lit by a single green desk lamp, Captain Ptolemaeus Price, 58, bald and bespectacled, in Martinez looking into Krenel, he writes in one. Then the man puts down his pen and rubs his temples with both hands. Outside there is a siren.
That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos.
For all the boys looking for adventure, a black...
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
Good point.
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a challenge accepted. I say we do it.
I am relieved you think so. I don't think deciphering that... Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes?
Okay, got just about everything we need there. Now we can confront the Hardy Boys. And we have a skill point. I don't know what we're going to want to put the point into, but we probably need some better stats for the meeting with the Hardy Boys. With the confrontation. time for the dice yet. Maybe we'll go after the Hardy Boys. Be a nice way to end off the day.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
So we need to put points into authority. Oh man. We definitely cannot do this right now.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint.
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade, because it's all controlled by you.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the...
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community. No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? The stuff's probably from Jamrock.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug...
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets.
My answer is... fuck off.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints. Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything...
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident. Ready to punch out the whole Merc platoon.
So with the...
Yeah.
These people are trained military professionals.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and... We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers, Glens. I guess we're gonna see.
That was an unsure phrasing.
Right about what? That a 50 caliber bullet goes through shit? Yeah, I am. Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. The fuck is that supposed to mean?
We're not bees, we're men.
Easy, E. What do you mean, okay? No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that. on what might be the eve of battle.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
Dang, we need so much more authority. What the heck? Why is this so hard? Is there anything else I could do? Takes a skill point to forget one of these thoughts. Wow. Well, we've got a 1 in 4 chance. I guess we'll try again.
This time it's going to
big
work.
surprise.
You already ruled out the... Did you already try the gun? You're probably right. The others are only there for... Did you already try... You're probably right. The others are only...
And what exactly is all the while talking?
Fascia. That's short for fascist.
Of course you are.
Yeah. Callie said you've been hanging around the...
Now that...
Yes. You don't have to be the butt of every joke.
We're gonna need more, I guess. What do we could do now? Yes, I know.
Yes?
Is there anything new to discuss with her? Probably not.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Are you the hardy girl?
I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could...
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an...
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
So fucking what?
No, Glenn, they aren't.
This didn't change her opinion of you.
Guess we'll talk to this weirdo again, talk to everyone else in the whirling rag, then we'll just, I don't know, go check for the dice and then call it a day. Oh, what's up here?
You see, a heavy steel. The door does not. The door does not. The cobalt blue surface.
Can I help you? You're already set for the night. Your door is unlocked.
Okay, no updates there. Let's just check here again. Okay, we can talk to Kuno again. This has a time thing on it. 1920, it should have been ready to pick up, so we'll go up there after we talk to Kuno, just in case there's more time, and this is not representative. Alright, Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? You're testing Kuno's... Get lost!
Yeah, try again.
What's going on?
No! You told him
The prospect of Kuno turning lame is...
the city's not fucking lame. And fuck...
Explain himself. You must get to the bottom of this one of these days. Sadly, is unlikely to happen today.
Kuno doesn't...
Well, I think it's time to pick up dice and then call it a night in game.
Oh, it's you again. Very good. That will be 7 real for 1 custom die. 1 universal die for Wirral Untethered.
It feels icy, just holding this die in your hand.
Okay, we have a die now. Oh, ice cream maker. So that opened that, huh? And we'll try backyard wall again. So, ice cream maker is conceptualization. Let's see. We'll put the white shirt on. Okay, we've got conceptualization. Now we can go down to the ice cream maker. See if that does anything cool. I don't think this is
the bear's eyes are... This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. Turning the crank feels it's all gone now. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar?
My bar is not strong enough. Do we need like a better pry bar or something?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well. You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very...
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker is...
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what...
Okay. Well, that didn't work.
Only the red cable is plugged.
So I guess we'll leave that. We got a dice. We need to put more points in a physical instrument and get a special tool to unlock that again. I really don't know what else we could do by the end of this day. So all of this is across the bridge. That we don't know where to start with. This is probably going to do and be another day. We failed at this today, so we'll have to try again tomorrow. We're still waiting on this. So that's a tomorrow thing. A lot of stuff's going to happen tomorrow because we're going to unlock that bridge and we're going to go across and we're going to figure out what's going on. I'm not doing that. Drag down a badge. We'll stumble across. Who put the clothes in the trash? Who else has unauthorized access to whirling trash? Find this person, you'll know who tampered with the scene. May take a while. So I think we'll talk to the garbage company, maybe? I don't know. Victim's tattoos. Ask another person about the possible meaning. Made the call, reporting the crime. Keep searching for the caller despite lacking obvious leads. Take more time. Yeah, that's not as relevant, but we could try it eventually. And smoke on the balcony. Visit after 2100 to see if anyone's home. So this is the last one we can do before the end of the day, I think. Apartment 28. It is after 2100. It is time to go visit. Oh, we gotta go up and around. Dang it. I wish we just knocked the fence down and run right through it. The day in game is almost over, so after we check in with this balcony smoker person, we can figure out what's next. Here we go. So I believe we come over here, and there's a balcony door. Yep. And then we go around here, up here. Oh, and they're standing outside. Okay, cool.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorway, and his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Cleaning lady let us in.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Wait. Suddenly you're digging things?
Why would I want to be your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Okay, very well. I'll talk to him. But first, I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have any...
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and look.
Besides, I've got...
He's going to leave you alone again.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club.
Only if you promise.
Music blasting. Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
Right after you.
I didn't care about those other prompts. Interview the Sunday friend. And we have a point. I'm thinking we put it into authority so we have a better chance at that other attempt with the hardy guy. First, let's study the area. We got a hat. Oh. Guess we're just looting the apartment.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur la Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. That's really all I can tell you about it.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
Who were they? Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
How many of them were?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human. I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Thank you, Half-Light.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man. All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't...
But we are fairly certain the lady driver was present.
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent. Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Weird.
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance. The Coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the internet... Yes, as I said before, I'm a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. Go.
La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the Coalition. It is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high... which is essential for maintaining...
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to... That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. But not too far below, no. Too below is... The Coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. A sound monetary policy. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me. It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, but of course. Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
Me? I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintain...
A very moralist answer.
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
Martinez? No. Rivachol is generally difficult.
Just speeding through this.
It's led by an interim government, which means
But
it
I am
hasn't yet
reading
achieved.
everything.
But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking. Is this option D usually the most reasonable? Not boring, my friend. Moralism is all about compromise. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries.
Darlings, that can't be an official designation.
Because a great percentage of Rivachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Whatever you wish, officer. Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. That it's never going to happen. They enter negotiations in EPIS is a very special program developed. It was such a wild success that why it stands for progress and stability. It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to a supranational political. You mean Rivachol? No, it's going to happen. It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS.
Except that candidate members never become full members.
No, candidate members do become members. Why do we even... But we were talking about my friend here. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze. Au contraire. It's how millions of people... How did any of us become... One of the wonders of democracy is that everyone is allowed to have his own opinion. Debating. You should consider joining a debating society for adults. I hear they're oodles of fun. I used to have a flyer for... But now that I start thinking of it, it was for an improv class anyway.
It hit
It's this funny
2200 and the
theater
lights
thing,
turned
you know?
on. That's weird.
Very
Maybe it's a street
creative.
lamp.
Helps relieve stress.
A chill runs down your spine.
Sorry. Who? But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the...
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy.
He's a truly free spirit. I'm just enjoying the view. Listen. The Insulindian Bay. This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. But the million real view stays. My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around.
A busy bee. What an odd choice of words.
I'm all ears, officer. A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militia. Sure, go ahead.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable. Must have been a false...
+1 logic, +1 drama, and electrochemistry.
Was there anything else? Of course.
I think that's it. Oh, there's more over here. Okay, that's enough of this apartment. Try the thing in the yard one more time. I think it might be the entrance to the secret passages. I'm not sure. Oh, we can't even get in from back here, can? Oh, we can. Nope, it's that down there. Go all the way around again. She's been smoking outside all day.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing.
That was the thing. So we could do another check. I don't know. Into the whirling rag we go. I don't think there was anything else. Something we can try again.
It's you again. What is it? A witness? You ain't got
Das just contactis, Titus.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella? It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing.
It's you, asshole!
Yeah. It's like...
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bar.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here.
Arab guy? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there, too. That means absolutely...
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out. Like it...
What is this fella's...
Shanky. It's Shanky.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Great witness.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. So much bluster to hide the fact
Okay,
that
we have a
they're
much better
uncomfortable
chance
with you
now.
having this info.
Surely we get it this time.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was...
Huh? You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't...
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up. But on his...
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her...
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
There's no outs. I hate this. I want to have composure, and I think I have clothes that would allow me to have better composure. It's just not an option. I have to select.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting.
I don't understand what's so...
Nothing.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
I know her.
How well do you know her?
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months. You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss...
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. And what was up with the partying? She and Titus.
What do you think I meant?
Welcome back, JJ. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, pretty much. No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna...
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
Remember what I said. Freight. Again? You don't know her. Not the way I do. Yeah, whatever.
She an independent woman. Dude, this guy's like the weak link. We gotta get to him. Because he blurts out information. He's the slow of the bunch.
Officer, what was that? You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that? Is there something I should know before?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday. Okay, that's manageable. What you're saying is, you raped her?
Ice is forming on the inside of your chest cavity.
Then, don't ever say that again. What else? This is unprofessional. Not sharing information with me is...
His opinion of you has
I figured I
lowered
would
considerably.
select all the options just to see what his reactions would be. Oh, we lost a favor with him. Womp womp.
Can I help you?
Guess we'll try this again.
The door is closed. There's still a dent in the vinyl where you punched. This little depression, you swallow like you swallowed the last time.
Who is it?
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open.
We're in. Okay, hotel bill calculation. She's had an extended stay. Oh, dirty clothes.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills. Haphazard. It's been used quite a lot. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol. Nacra. This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian, or Gottwaldian. Marked red blister packs. A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it. It's speed, man. Just what you were looking.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
Speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy. The lieutenant looks toward the door as if Who cares, man? Who cares what the stiff thinks?
Oh, that also.
Here comes the afterburner.
We're just
put it in your sweaty little hand.
We'll have to slow it down. We'll have to be more careful.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass, in an untarnished, smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudge. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Looks like it, yes.
What is... Oh, okay. Okay, we'll step outside. See what we got going on over here.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
I don't know. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is... I don't know. The further...
Below, the hostel, a dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind...
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
He doesn't say. You should have gloated. It's barred from the inside. You hear...
Alright, let's talk
Welcome to the roof.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. It's much nicer now.
Where the dead body used to hang. Clearly visible.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly. Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there. They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the inferno.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer? Like riding a coppercycle.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
Clasier Amondu. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. A bad memory, officer. It's the past. People can't go back to the past.
Thankfully, it's implied.
I'm 28. Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
What about Revacholian literature? People sometimes reveal things about themselves when they discuss such matters.
No. Revacholian lit is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world. That's the natural state of the Revacholian hero.
She seems quite relaxed for a victim of assault. But...
Nothing. I do nothing with it. cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Ranislet. Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Aranya 37.
Miss Aranya, now there is something you should linger on.
It's a beauty pageant, held in the...
She was 14 at the time.
It's a competition for stupid girls. Men look at them. When you have the fewest deviations from the norm, I've been told it's a type of mediocrity that I possess. Yes, and for that I got a crown and a sash. Indeed.
Her voice is indifferent to the number.
Full disclosure, I was Miss Teen Oranje 37. The pageant was discontinued recently.
Another innocent tradition bulldozed by the march of ethical progress.
I'm afraid you can't.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
That's actually a pretty interesting suggestion.
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name. Okie dokie. The record. So official. Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying?
About 4 months. I came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol, because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And I'm wintering.
How long have you been?
About 4 months. Here in the Whirling, I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
She looks at you and nods.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
I always heard you RCM guys were cool. You are. I have no idea, officer. It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
Okay. Yeah? All right. Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean? By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. Pretty much.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
I'm 89% sure. Cool.
She sincerely thinks it's very cool of you.
We partied. A lot of partying going.
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex. A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him. I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
You were right to suspect there might be foul play involved with the broken phone.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what... I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say...
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now. Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter. A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously.
Yeah.
But as I said, it's...
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Yes, you're just one room away. Very personal.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like...
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Not my favorite topic. How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Look her in the eye, okay.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds. We will see through deceits. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs. Just below. Nothing. Just time. You are not a fool. Anything out of the ordinary. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. The strange moment ends. It was brief. No longer than 2.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. drinking coffee, most likely.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of candor with some facts thrown in draws attention. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our inquiries will bring us back here soon enough.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. The wind brushes them off the roof.
How do we fail that? That's 72%. This cave sucks, dude. Like, I failed 2 72 plus checks today. And because of that, I'm just missing out on more of the game. Like, whatever, man. It's up a 30 for the Hardy Boys. Guess we'll talk to the Hardy Boys. Who are now gone, so we'll have to talk to them tomorrow. That's it for this day in game. That's day 2, Tuesday. Let's end the night.
Yes?
Should we not do like a debrief? Anything? See you in the morning, Kim.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
And interfacing. Both things we'll have to fix later.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting, but it's yours.
Let's see, can we fix this yet?
The window stands broken. The bed is still cold.
Bedtime, day 2.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty. But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write yourself.
Oh yes, they'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Oh, baby boy, you're already in the...
Maybe if you know, like, took a lot of drugs, maybe if you weren't so hard on yourself.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending.
Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock.
And that's it for that sleep. It could take us a minute to get up, I guess. And we're up. No shower, no nothing. Alright, I think we just save it there. By the way, does this mic sound good? Let me know. It's a new mic. I'll play it back later too and I'll find out, but that's it for Disco Elysium for today. Thank you all for hanging with me, with your boy Frosty today. I'll stream again tomorrow. I have one Korean midterm, and that's going to be on Thursday, and it's going to be a 15-minute spoken interview, so I've got a lot of work to do to be ready for that, but I'm going to keep up with this. Now, I made an announcement on YouTube that I would be putting out some short-form content soon, and I tried to edit a lot of it over break, but my laptop just could not handle 6 hours of VOD, even if I cut it down a bunch, so I think what I'm going to be doing is, well, I'm back to my desktop, so I'll just edit it on here. So look forward to some of that stuff being pushed out soon. Probably this weekend is the goal. I'll do a lot of editing this weekend, push out a couple videos. That's when I'll have the time to, and I'll be done with my Korean final as well as some other class stuff. So cool. That's it for tonight. Hey, peace out, bros. Well, I'm so happy.